Hi guys, my name's Elliot Timothy Harlin Bethel, and amongst other things I am an energy worker, a storyteller and a master faster. And today I want to tell you a story about how we have these 7 energy centers and what happens when they're out of balance, or if they're excessive or deficient in some sort of area, and how what's going on in the general mass consciousness at the moment might not be something that's outside of you, but could potentially be something that just needs working on within. Now, I saw the last lockdown as a very positive thing. We all have this thing called an aura or an energy field. This has been portrayed throughout history in many images, religious images of angels with wings and halos. This is very much what your torus field looks like. If you type in aura or torus or energy field onto a computer, you will see a human figure with a circle around it, with a circle above it and a circle above its feet. If you take these 2 circles out from above and below, it looks like a human with wings. And if you take out the wings, it looks like a human with a halo and a halo below its feet. But when you combine the 2 together, it looks like an energy field, which pretty much looks like the Earth and the way the energy flows around the Earth as well, from a North and South Pole perspective. So we have these 7 main energy centers. We have a root chakra, a sacral chakra, a solar plexus, a heart chakra, a throat chakra, a third eye, and a crown chakra. And these all have different characteristics. And when they're out of balance, for instance, the root chakra, when it's out of balance, we will tend to be more egotistical, we tend to be selfish, and we tend to see lots of things as sexual objects. When we're kept in a mentality of fear, which generally a lot of the mass media will try to keep you in, you are controlled by these things. This is why advertising on TV, you'll see a lot of sex on advertising on TV, because sex is a very powerful emotion. When you combine a thought with a powerful emotion, emotion stands for energy emotion, you sent the signal out, and now you've powered it with the energy emotion, bang, you've sent it off, you've sent that prayer or that affirmation off, that is then returned to you through the law of attraction. Advertisers have known this for years, and quite frankly, people have been played like bitches, and it's happened to myself, it's happened to pretty much everyone I've known, and now I'm seeing people take control of this and realizing how to use their thoughts and emotions in a correct way. People like Pythagoras, Plato, Marcus Aurelius, they've all been teaching this since before Jesus' times, and the information's just been veiled through media pumping out shit on TV and trying to distraction. Everything out there's a distraction. We have between 60 to 80,000 thoughts per day, and these thoughts paired with emotions create your reality. So by the time you've got up and you've had your first powerful thought with a powerful emotion, by the time that's been created in your reality, you've probably had 15,000 other thoughts. So how do you ever see this connection of how you're creating your reality? And if you have so many distractions out there, this is really kept from you how you are the god or creator of your own reality. But when you do things like meditation, breath work that bring you back into your body, I have done, if you look at any of my videos on YouTube, I did a 7-day vow of silence where I didn't talk for 7 days. I've also done a 7-day Vipassana where I meditated for 7 days and kept my thoughts to a very minimum. And when you do these things, you come out of this meditation where you haven't thought or haven't spoken for 7 days, and the first time you send out your first vibration and pair it with an emotion, you see that reflected in your reality. You therefore see the cause and effect. The law of cause and effect has that every effect has a cause, and you create that cause, which then creates the effect. So you can't predict the future, you create it. So we send out causes which create effects. We create a personality which creates a personal reality. So I am not Elliot, I'm not this body, I am so much more than this, but I am the entity behind it, but then I create this personality around it, which then creates my personal reality. So now I'm living in Elliot's world, but I can change Elliot at any point. I can change myself, because beliefs are like furniture. Like, if I don't want this pillow and I'm bored of this and it served its purpose and I've had it, as long as I'm grateful for it and I thank for it, I can fuck that off now and I can say, thank you, we've had a little energy exchange. It's time for something else, and I bring something else in. I use that term very lightheartedly there. So yeah. But we can change beliefs within our system like furniture in a house. Knowing this, you are resurrected. You can recreate yourself every day when you wake up. You're not tied or bound to anything. But today I wanted to talk about the chakras and how, if we balance these out, and how I believe that the human race was kept in the lower three chakras in a third dimensional, in a 3D reality for 26,500 or a certain amount of years. I'm just giving that because it was the Iron Age or the Dark Age. Now, lots of people have activated their top 4 energy centers. We're starting to connect to our super consciousness, which is where I'm not going to go too far into it in this video, but a lot of people are activating things like telekinesis, telepathy, and there's even more great things that are coming, which I won't go into because it can get a little bit overwhelming in the first sort of stage of this. People are going to start to think, people thought I was crazy for a long time, but now people around me see what's happening and they feel it themselves and they see what's going on, because you become the sum of the 5 people you spend the most amount of time with. Vibrational transference is a very powerful thing. When you raise your vibration, your reality raises its vibration with you. People often say to me when they come shopping with me now, how come you walk straight past that security guard and he didn't ask you to put a mask on? It's in my vibration now. I've done it since day one. I don't even get asked if I'm exempt. I just walk straight in and have a conversation right with the person in front of me, and they don't ask me. And the next person will walk in and they get asked. This happens with many things. This is not just, I'm using this coronavirus term and example here, but there's many other examples I can use. And you would have noticed this in your day-to-day life, how when you do something repetitively and that becomes a program or a paradigm in your reality, it becomes easier and easier and people don't ask questions about it. That's because you've created that reality for yourself. That's now in your aura, that's in your energetic field. So when people come into your vibration or your realm or your reality, they automatically feel that energy and that energy kicks into play. This happens with many things, and you can probably think of an example for yourself right now. I'm trying to keep these videos to 10 minutes so I can upload them to Instagram. So I've only got a few minutes left. But if we was to balance out this root chakra, for instance, once you balance out your root chakra, you become grounded and you become the master of yourself. Now, once you become the master of yourself, and we can balance all these other chakras, I'll give you an example of being deficient in the sacral chakra. You hold a lot of guilt, you bury emotions, and you become very untrusting. Jealousy is a part of that as well. But when you then balance out your sacral chakra, you become very creative, very attentive, very intuitive, and you have a lot of concern and compassion for others. Now, when we go on to the solar plexus chakra, you have lack of personal energy, low self-esteem, you're not very confident. If this is out of balance, if it's deficient. But if we balance that out, you become very joyful, you have high self-esteem, you become very multi-skilled. And that's not just for women either, that's us men. We become very multi-skilled when this is in balance. So take a look at yourself. Over this lockdown, if you're having a lockdown period, I mean, lockdown hasn't affected me in any way, shape or form. I'm still out doing exactly what I was normally. I'm still shopping, I'm still going to the gym, I'm still doing all sorts of things because it hasn't affected my reality, it hasn't affected my energy field. If you find that it is affecting yours, I ask you to sit down and maybe meditate on what is out of balance in your energy system? What is out of balance in your energetic system? If you'd like, I can post a video on the chakras and how you can balance them. But these are the things I would recommend you guys that are facing this to do. So first of all, I'd advise you to write down 11 affirmations, something that you feel you'd like to embody within yourself, because this will give you a clue to what you lack confidence in. For myself, 3 or 4 years ago, it was integrity, it was prosperity, it was health. And I was a very jealous person as well, so I had a lot of working around to do with that. So write down these 11 affirmations and then meditate on them for 10 minutes in the morning. And then 10 minutes before you go to bed, write them down and read them and meditate on them for another 10 minutes. Because this is where the subconscious mind is its most perceptible. The 10 minutes or 20 minutes before you go to bed, because your subconscious stays awake while you sleep, but your conscious mind goes to sleep. So this is a very good little hack of a way to get into unity and harmony with your subconscious and start working with it as opposed to against it. This is very good for people with addictive personalities as well. You can change addictive personalities, and I've done various videos on addiction by just accessing and reprogramming your subconscious. Now, after you've done this, I would advise to ground yourself. So we are made of atoms, protons, neutrons, and electrons. And if we have a blockage of these within our energetic center, it's like a dam. So emotion, the word emotion means energy in motion. When that energy is not in motion, we create a dam of energy within our chakra system. So our energetic fields become a little bit blocked, and this creates inflammation. To get rid of this inflammation, and this has been proven, and I'm going to put a link for a video down here, or maybe up here, for a film called Earthing. Now, when you stand bare feet on grass, you exchange protons, neutrons, and electrons with the earth. Rubber-soled shoes like trainers cut you off from this. So take off your shoes and socks, get out in your garden, stand on there for a good 20 to 30 minutes, and you'll find that your body recovers, especially if you go to the gym a lot and you're getting a lot of DOMs. Your body will recover a lot quicker, your energy system will be a lot clearer, you'll feel a lot more connected, and your mental process will feel a lot clearer as well. You have a lot more mental clarity. Now, after this, I would advise to do some breath work, because breathing is your connection to God. It's your connection to source, it's your connection to prana, it's your connection to chi. Whatever term you want to use or whatever perspective you want to use, is perfect. It's fine with me. There's many different ways you can look at things. But many people are chest breathers. They just breathe into their chest, and we need to breathe right into that, almost like you're breathing into that root chakra. Breathe right into that perineum. So when you take in a breath, hold your hand on the lower part of your stomach and really breathe into that part. I'm going to put a link again up here or down here to a couple of breathwork videos I did a few years ago. If any of you guys want me to do any videos on meditation or breathwork or anything else, then please do comment below, and I'll take time to have a look through and maybe create a video on it. Because I've worked with many people over the last 2 to 3 years with various different processes, including a lot of fasting as well. I mean, a lot of you guys are noticing that you're not wanting to eat meat at the moment, that you're wanting to go more plant-based, and that you're probably only eating 1 meal a day. And I explained this in yesterday's video. This is because your vibration's rising, you're becoming lighter, not just brighter, but lighter in density, because we are ascending. So if any of this does interest you, or you'd like any more information on any of these processes or any more details on this, then please do like, share, comment, subscribe, or email me at mindbodysoulspiritcoach@gmail.com. Just here. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Lots of love. Namaste.